Hi, my name is Alyssa Lemming, and did you know that CPR can sustain a person's blood flow, keeping them alive until emergency services arrive? So, today I'm going to be explaining and demonstrating how to do hands only CPR for adults. And hands only CPR is actually becoming a more recommended practice among other types of CPR. So, there are 5 steps to CPR, or at least this version. You need to gather your materials, step 1. Step 2, you need to assess the scene for safety. Step 3, you need to call 911 or have someone else call 911. Step 4, you need to assess the victim. And step 5, you should start compressions. So step 1, you need to gather your materials. Most people have phones on them already, so you don't really have to gather that. And if there is an AED accessible to you, you can use that. You attach it to the victim and it tells you what to do, when to do it, etc. Step 2, you should assess the scene. You need to make sure that the scene is safe before approaching the victim. Once you have ruled that it is safe, you can then approach. Step 3, you should call 911. If you don't have a phone or you cannot call 911, you should have someone else call 911. You can also text 911 now. Step 4 is assess the victim. So once you've established the scene is safe, you can then assess the victim. You need to tap their shoulders and speak clearly and loudly to see if they're responsive. You should check for breath sounds. You can look at their chest if it's rising and falling, or you can listen for their breath sounds. And you should check their pulse. For adults, you check their carotid pulse to see if there's anything there. So if there's no pulse, there's no breath sounds, their chest isn't rising and falling, and they're not responsive, you should then start your compressions. So you need to take one hand and you use the heel of your hand, you place it on their sternum or breastbone. You take the other hand and you overlap, and then you start your compressions. You do not bend your arms, you keep your arms straight, and you need to press 2 inches, about 2 inches down into their chest. You need to keep about 100 beats per minute. Most people do it to the song Staying Alive. And it needs to be continuous compressions. There are no rescue breaths in hands only CPR. So you can get CPR certified at many of your local fire stations if that's something that you're interested in. You can get certified, you can save a life, and yeah. Thank you.